So anode in first, now ballast. People talk to me about ballast. I want the lightest pot I can. There's no miss. A light pot will move. A light pot will shift in the sand and get stuck under ledges and buried with sand and get stuck. And a light pot will not catch crays as well. There is no compromise for weighing your pot down well. A, to make sure it stays in position and doesn't end up washed in a crevice or a trench and get stuck and you lose your pot. B, if it's moving or rocking, it simply will not catch. There is no compromise. So even though this is a steel base and this pot's still dry, this pot will get vastly heavier once it's soaked in the water. We still need to add at least, with a steel base, one large ballast that's around that 9-10 kilos, etc., on top of the weight of our pot. For those that have wooden-based pots, I recommend 2 pieces of ballast. There is simply no compromise. It's something you can't change. Smaller pots, smaller boats, you go as light as you can, I get you, but there's no compromise for having the correct amount of weight in your pot to ensure it catches well. Some of the simplest and best ways to pop those in there if you don't have an arc welder is some good old-fashioned hardcore cable ties. So we're going to zip this in here. Couple of things you'll notice while I'm doing it. We want to position the ballast in the half of the pot where your bridle is. 2 reasons why. When I carry that pot, the weight is close to me, it's not out there, tipping over. When it's sitting on the side of the gun on the boat and you're waiting for the skipper to say, throw it over the side, the ballast is on the inside of the boat and it's not going to want to tip over and feel tap heavy. Those that have lifters, as it comes up over the lifter, sits down in the cradle at its 30-40 degrees, the ballast is back here, the pot will stay on. If the weight's up here and you rock on a wave, the pot and the tipper will flip and it doesn't end well. So the ballast on your half, the side that you're going to carry it, okay? Quite simply, simple as that. Big cable ties will do the trick awesomely. Just like we talked about with our anode, 100%, you want to make sure that this is as tight as you can get, because if this is rattling and clanging down on the bottom of the salty brine, your success will be minimal. Only thing that happens down under the water is a few bubbles now and then. Clanging sounds, it's amazing when you dive how far boat motors, different things go. We'll get all these in place and then we'll nip them right up and we'll trim them right off. But these big cable ties really do a good job, so don't be shy. Get that as tight as you can get them. Set of simple cutters and you can nip them off. Good thing is we can always cut them one day, change the ballast out, do whatever we want to do. So basically now we've got our anode, we've got our ballast in the half that we want it. The pot itself is pretty much ready to go rather than some bait. Let's grab some ropes and floats and show you what we can do there.